coming at you with another game of Oblivion Remastered. That's right, my favorite sentence once more. We're out here walking on water. That's just a thing I casually do. Don't read into it too much. Anyone can do it with the proper training. In this case, the proper training is finding an item. But there we go, bam. We get an alteration level, which punches us to the next level also. But I think, actually, do I have money? Yes, I have a lot of money. We're going to jam some training first. I'm going to find some spell school and either at the Mage's Guild here or at the Mage Guild proper, and then the Arcane University, that is to say. Because might as well, you know, that'll be a parsimonious way to use our time. I love when you get to this point in the game, when you run like pretty fast, but you still need to run faster. Just frantically jumping everywhere. Just the joyous behavior that this game gives you access to. And I don't remember off the top of my head where the trainers for the various things are. Carahill trains in Illusion. Which, if she's the only trainer here, we might just take those points, even though we do cast Illusion Magic, and just take it just so that we can get the level real quick. You know what? Why not spend a couple thousand on that?
Well, good that you want to get better.
Or bam, yeah, to level 50. There we go. We can now cast Journeyman level illusion spells. That'll give us, you know, there we go, bam. 51, and that's as much as she can teach us anyway. We can head to our house. Oh, almost accidentally stole some stuff. That's not ideal. I blame them for having stuff that's not free sitting out. I mean, in my Mage's Guild, everything's supposed to be free, right? Yeah, you just take all the stuff. You know, I'm like a grown-up player now, so I can actually make my own money, but it's just so nice to go into the counters, you know, because you can't really forget where you came from. If you do that, you know, it all falls apart. But we're just going to run over here. Yes, right across the street is where this guy is. Since we got to 50 Mercantile, man, hitting the breakpoints for some skills is so good. Now we can sell anyone anything, or rather, anyone who will buy stuff, we will be able to sell, you know, most reasonable things. And I think
I can't afford to do that.
Another satisfied.
Farewell. Good day.
I forgot to charm him.
Armor, weapons, I have it all.
I was like, I know you can't afford to do that. You're not gonna fool me.
That's more than I'd usually pay. You got a great deal. You got a great deal.
And do we buy some hammers? I don't remember how many I have at the moment. Oh, I have none. So yes, we do indeed buy some hammers.
A bargain. Come back and be seeing you.
Alright, that takes us to 137 carry weight. A little higher than is ideal, but now we're carrying, you know, a little bit extra stuff compared to normal. We'll still, no, we'll just get to it. But now at 50 Illusion, we have access to some considerably better spells. And magnitudes of them. So we'll need to make another charm. It'll probably be like, maybe even like 20 points better than my old one. Maybe. And that'll take us from like very neutral spaces to all the way up, essentially. So it'd be quite nice. But since we're at home, we might as well drop off some stuff here. I'm just gonna drop off the wine there, and then if we ever run into someone about it, then I'll regret that then. All right, ready to roll out? Yes. I don't have nearly enough arrows on me, but I don't actually need to use them. You know, I'm a versatile fella here, so we're just gonna sleep, taking a little midday nap. And there we go. We have ascended to level 15. Today you suddenly realize the life you've been living, the punishment your body's taken, there are limits to what the body can do, and perhaps you've reached them. Oh no. You've wondered what it is like to grow old. Well, now you know. Jeez. That's harsh. Just for getting to level 15? We continue making a just bonkers strange hybrid build because it's what I want to do. Look, I conceptually know how to play a game optimally. Well, more optimally. At any moment. I don't always do what I think the best thing is, so that's why I put points into personality even though it doesn't matter. And that's why I'm doing all the weird stuff. It's about joy, okay? It's about happiness. It's about casting alteration spells until you run out of magic. And then and only then consenting to move further about the country. Alright. We're gonna try one more time to turn in this Shadow over Hector quest. It's not a big deal. I barely even want to do it, right? Like it barely even bothers me that they don't let me do it.
A pleasure to speak with you. The best, or rather, no, and you know.
Yep. Well, there you go. There you have it.
She
just doesn't know.
Good day.
Well, you know, at least we returned her daughter to her, and that's what really matters. And I don't even know if I have, like, the next... Yeah, I don't think that I have another hook for the Mages Guild. We're just gonna head there and chat with some folks. See what we can figure out.
Ah, you must be the Arcane University's newest addition. This humble battle mage.
I think all these places are open like all night long, although like maybe the people inside don't know.
I hope.
Still hanging out, cool.
Have a look around.
All right,
You
so
won't find
purchasing
better prices
spells.
in all Tamriel.
Yeah, all
Good day.
all that guy's stuff is too good. Well, that's all right. So the things we can do are lots. But we'll just try charm here, right? Like, can we get... Can I do a 100-point charm now? Hooray! Now we have Charmist. Did I put it on the wrong thing? No, we did it on the right thing. Alright, yeah. There we go. Say goodbye to Charmer. Say hello to Charmist. Now we just take anybody and be like, hey, how much do you like me? Oh, already 100? Well, now you like me even better. And that's, you know, that's the life. That's the Illusion Mage life. Now we are even more charming than ever before. Alright, so... You know, for a decent one of those, it's still, like, too low. I think we'll not worry about that one. Do we want a new destruction spell? Probably not. Do we want a new light spell? Yeah, because if we can just get, like, a really big light spell... Just getting a little bit of our life together here.
To what do I owe this pledge?
So now when we want to light stuff up, I think it's having like a graphical thing where we still have to like move in and out of the views to get it to render in properly. But there we go, and we'll just hopefully not ruin my spell list with too much junk. But light's a good spell to have, and now we've got... No, we won't be able to get a better feather yet. I think... Yeah, I think that's all we got to do right now. Cause we need to find a an invisibility or chameleon spell somewhere. That guy, the stuff he sold was out of my range. We're just gonna wait until daytime, chat with some of the people around here and figure out, you know, what's going on with the Mages Guild. They had that whole necromancer problem. We got our staff. We could go talk to the guy in the tower. Perhaps he'll have something for us.
Hi there. Half of the Council of Mages resigned when Traven took over the position of Archmage.
Well, that is interesting.
Magister. May your spells never falter.
How do you do?
How are... Yes, I'm sure you've got something exceedingly important to say. But the apprentices do not teach themselves, now do they? Good day.
Wow. Wow. You know what? I'm gonna charm you anyway. We're just gonna poke around a little bit and chat with anyone who's got a name. Those nameless people seem bitter. Alright, so we could just go down here and sleep in any old bed because we're in the guild. That's nice. You know, it's nice to have a place to stay. I don't think anyone's going to be in the apartment, so we're going to keep on poking around. We haven't went everywhere here.
I'm so happy to see you. I could burn
Buthiel, yeah,
It's
absolutely.
you. Hi.
I'll pay handsomely if you can procure the items in that list. Find me everything.
I'm like, I don't remember what she's talking about. Oh, I got a note. Oh, so she was being a weirdo. She was being like, hey, I know you, but I didn't actually know her. That's what's going on.
The Orrery here is the only one in Cyrodiil. There's one more in Hammerfell, the old one at Stros Mackay. The Mages Guild runs more or less like it always did, but we lost quite a few members when the practice of necromancy was banned. Farewell.
All right, let's check out this note here. I need to throw a bunch of my random keys into a chest somewhere else. All right, no, the note. Yep. You should give me a note mentioning a shipment of dwarven artifacts stolen by bandits. All right, well now this is a Mages Guild related thing to do, and that means that's what we're doing. Marvelous. This is just
and I
what we
do that.
needed.
I just remembered. There's something I'd like to discuss with you. Oh, yes, of course. What is it?
It's my pleasure. Always keep your magical equipment charged.
Okay, so it would cost 3,000 gold to recharge
Easy.
that. I need to get a soul trap spell.
If you're looking to... Good day.
Do I have a soul trap spell? No. Probably gotta level up something to get that. Is soul trap mysticism? Probably. These are the sorts of things I should know. Unimportant.
Ah, you must be the Arcane University's newest addition. This humble battle mage bids you welcome.
But of course, what we're really doing is taking advantage of all of these things. I just love picking flowers in games anyway. That's a thing people know about me. But this is awesome, right? Like, look at all of the ingredients. All arrayed in a row as if to say, hey, just take all of these. Use them as you wish. Oh, and I heard the message loud and clear. I mean, like, look, check this out. This is so much stuff. This is so many ingredients. This is like what you would get in an Archmage's quarters. Well, I mean, none of it's like rare probably, but it's just an absolute ton of things. And, you know, I'm sure they'll grow back eventually. And I'm equally sure that once I noticed all of them, I couldn't stop before we got them. I haven't started leveling my my alchemy yet, but eventually, you know, you just sit down with all of your potions and bash out, you know, a couple hundred of them. And then very slowly walk your way across the town, you know, to a merchant. I'm just spitballing here. This is just like what you could do. Maybe I should take all my alchemy stuff to the Pirate's Cove. Man, this is so much alchemy stuff. It's probably always been there, but I didn't care because it wasn't as pretty.
Please, go ahead.
And they didn't make the fun little flipping sounds when you pick them up. I absolutely... Oh, yeah, no. Now I'm remembering it. I just didn't remember that little thing. So, yeah, they have... When you get into the university, I guess this is one of the great rewards, is that you get a absolutely massive amount of ingredients. Sure, you could probably buy all of them for, like, I don't know, 1 gold, maybe 0 gold, but good stuff. We're going to stop picking them all now. There's probably a lot more.
Good morning.
But we're gonna do some action. We're gonna do some action-packed stuff. We're gonna go to Camp Ales. We're gonna start here at the Rasava camp, and we are going to try to help out a fellow mage with the research.
If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you'll get.
Oh, well, I was actually just trying to chill, man. You know, that's like the hurtful thing. Like, I was just trying to travel, and then before you know it, you're getting some nice combat experience. But I did need more arrows. So that's good. And now they've started dropping mithril and stuff sometimes, so you know, it's a lucrative thing. I was wondering how I got so much money, then I'm like, oh yeah, I went somewhere and they were wearing orcish armor and it sold for a ton. I left it on the ground, I was so loaded. Man. It's all coming back to me now. Where's the hedge wizard's body? Hello, good sir. I wish to know where you have left your bones so that I may acquire your stuff from them. Alright, where did he go down? Here. Elven dagger. Nice. Love the robe. We're going to leave him with it, though. It is not expensive enough to take. Miss Skarkand. What's here? Oh, yeah, a bitter fish goblin skirmisher. It's a very specific kind of goblin, I guess. Oh, there are more of them. They are not very tough. That's good, though, you know, it's not like I wanted, like, a sporting fight here. I don't think, yeah, I have, what, like one healing potion anyway? Need to learn alchemy just to make my own healing potions. No. You know, getting better at the game or resto magic are both easier routes to happiness than that. Mushroom log. I can't pick them. I'm like, surely some of them I can. Alright, there's our little elf cups. Now it's all worth it. Mushroom log. I was so sad there for a moment. A bear. A black bear, though, so we all know they're cowards. Weak, pathetic fool. No, you know, you don't want to talk down on a bear too much, but it's just a black bear, right? We all know that they ain't much. I mean, you wouldn't want to fight one, but they also wouldn't want to fight you. You know who else wouldn't want to fight me? A mountain lion. Never should have come here. And we continue with the time-honored tradition of running, sprinting, jumping, falling, and probably getting into a fight with this guy. What's going on, Necromancer, bro? Oh. Just being a Necromancer, huh? Just doing your thing? That's hot on the streets right now. You're just wearing a little tonsure on your head. You gonna try to hit me? You gonna hit me? Nope. Too slow. And there's the healing potion we always wanted. Here's a weird altar. It's empty, so that's good. Maybe you could put, like, weird bones in it and make everybody mad at you. I'm not sure. But we're just going to carry on. Are we? No. This place has necromancers. And as a honest member of the Mages Guild who doesn't involve themselves in necromancy, that's not me. It's not. But, I mean, unironically, I should root them out. Shouldn't I? I should. And that's just what we'll do. Slowly. Stealthily. Magically. Alright, so what do we want to do? And that is how life detection works. We get an elven mace that'll sell for a pretty pinch of septums. Looks like this might be a trap. Maybe. But I always think everything could be a trap. Which is why I'm still alive.
You're outmatched, Elf. Let's get this over with.
Wonderful. Magnificent. We're gonna leave the Dwarven Mace, I think. I mean, we could pick it up. It's like 8 to 1. I mean, we're already 75. We'll pick it up. It'll be a quick chunk to drop in the event that we need to be more judicious. I don't know how large this fort is, you know. It's gonna be some... Oh, I am out of arrows. That is not perfect. Well, I'm not out of arrows. I'm out of that kind of arrows. So let's go back down to... Huh. Must have been the wind.
You'll never take me down.
Famous first words. Another Dwarven mace. They seem to favor the maces, which you wouldn't associate with, you know, a wizard. But I suppose... Hey, Liam. Yes, indeed. The cold, icy hand of death descends upon him. Oh, speaking of the icy hand of death, there's a rat here. Detect Life has shown me this. This is a really good spell for people that are sneaking around, right? Because you can find items that have it passively on it, which is nice because you don't have to keep casting it, which could, you know, draw attention to you or whatever. But this one's got a staff. Oh no, I missed. As I was saying, this one has a staff and also does not hear. But I too am a mage. And with a mighty paralyze, they fall down dead. What kind of staff is it? Oh, a staff of silence. Very cool. They've got some gross crates with a bunch of flies. All right, time for lockpicking. Hey! Alright, now we'll have this light on for longer than is strictly speaking ideal. That won't matter too much. Is that already the end of it? No. There's a door here to the Temple of War, and that's where we want to go next. Okay, we have got to athletics 50, so now sprinting consumes slightly less fatigue, which is, you know, the best thing ever. Whoa, no! That made me literally jump in my chair, as probably was evidenced to you. The sound of the trap going off, I was like, ah, no, not me! I'm innocent, if by innocent you mean currently invading this place. Because my light casts a huge thing now, but this guy, person, soon to be dispatched enemy, and then with an icy hand of death, they descend once more into the shade. Oh no, another foe. Oh, you're just a normal guy? You're just gonna run up on me? You got a glass mace. You know what I'm gonna do with that? I'm gonna sell it, and then I'm gonna spend all of it on, like, a new pirate crew. I'm gonna buy lockpicks. Oh yeah, glass mace. I'm over encumbered. We're just gonna drop a couple of those dwarven maces real quick. That'll clear up some stuff. We can move to the feathering if we need. There's bound to be some more enemies in here, right? That wouldn't be the last one. I feel like something bad's about to happen. It might be all of the bodies, or like the cauldrons full of human skulls. I'm not sure. I got a bad feeling about this, but I can't articulate, why. They ran and opened this door, which is either irrelevant or very ominous. Oh yeah, they're stuck. They're dead. Alright, we're over encumbered again. We're just gonna go ahead and put on our no, we're already wearing the I can carry more stuff ring. Well, that is perilous. We're gonna cast our I can carry more stuff spell and see how much longer this is gonna be in here. We're gonna have to start dropping some stuff that sells for a good amount. That is the problem. All right, so we'll just go straight through here, and then it'll loop up around like that. Got it. The mini-map is... If you don't already know how to read the mini-map in Oblivion, I don't see how it could be that useful.
Starting to see things, I am.
It could be very frustrating trying to figure out what's going on with it. Greater dispel other. Don't know what that is, but we're gonna learn it. Maybe it's like a banish for Daedra or something. Maybe it just like a normal dispel, yeah. Get rid of the magic effect. Let me say, you always found it funny that once they start walking slow, you have the exact amount of weight. Yeah, exactly. Yep, you're like, oh, now it's too heavy. Now it's a problem. Okay, so there's a room there with a hard lock. Yeah, it takes a little while for the light to show up. I think if you have a lesser light spell, you wouldn't be able to get. All right, we got a whole stock room, so we're just gonna try to get this locked for a second. I'll use the powers if I'm stymied too much by it. There we go. It gets easier the more you do it. Greaves of the Unstoppable. So this is heavy armor with resist paralysis on it. It's pretty sweet, but we're not a heavy armor character, and we're not likely to become one. I mean, you can make an Oblivion character that gets 100 in everything, but at a certain point, I find it more fun to make new characters. Everyone's a little bit different, or so it's been explained to me. This guy can tell from the light something's wrong, but he can't tell from the sword that he's in danger. He's not very bright. He is very dead. And this was a great place to come to, because I was just talking before I went in about how I needed, way more healing potions, and now they have blessed me with...
Hello?
Ha!
Who's there?
This guy is a terrible guard. You're not getting away from me. They're just trying to close the distance here. They are not ready. They are not prepared at all. All right. I'm currently silenced. What? Alright, so... Yeah, we just gotta start dropping some trash. What's the trash stuff? Elven maces feels bad. But yeah, it's all in there, right? Because I mean, I've got potions, but potions are going to be worth more than that. Yeah, it's just yeah, because you can stack your stuff by the cost. Yeah, it's mainly just the elven maces. I don't Oh yeah, and a whole bunch of carry weight in repair hammers because I have too many of those. But you know. It'll be okay. All right. So, oh, the traps silence you. That's what's going on there. We're just gonna put this on the life detection thing instead because it's the time for stealth is over. The time for aggression and victory is at hand. Also, I don't want to have to keep going into the menu every time to put feather back on, and I don't know how many more zones this place has. Please die.
This ends.
All right. We're just gonna scarf down some potions real quick. Aren't we? No, they don't have any for restoring fatigue, so we're just going to...
Die, cur!
Oh, yikes. Yikes, that was a lot of damage. Okay, so we gotta be careful. She has, like, a real spell. Which means we're just gonna drink. These, we're gonna get our paralysis staff out, and then we're gonna cheese it. No! Okay. Got her. Now, what on earth was going on there? What a tough lady. Oh, we got sneak blue suede shoes. We got... Where's the staff? Staff of Fire. Does it do, like, 40 points of damage? Yeah, now we have 2 fire staffs. Of various qualities. We're carrying way too many staves, but like to be able to do 40, you know, just by pointing and clicking, very awesome. Alright, what's our weight at? Why can't we... Man, this is... You hate to drop something at that price ratio, but it's necessary. Alright, so there's a chest here, but it's empty. But we did open it, so, you know... Yeah, you have to... When you do the... if you do a light spell, on self at least... You have to change your view, and then it will become real. All right, man, they really are leaning into this whole dead body decoration thing, huh? They, you know, I guess if you find a style of decoration you like, there's a temptation to take it as far as it can go. But it looks like this is going to be one of the designs that loops around quite prettily. Oh yeah. Right out to the front. Magnificent. Well, you know, for a little detour for the Mages Guild, and again, this is, unironically, exactly what I'm supposed to be doing. The Mages Guild doesn't want me to leave a bunch of necromancers out there. And they don't want me to be running around without a bunch of potions either, you know? They want me to be taken care of. But I guess casting Feather a lot does, you know, give me some alterations, so...
Be seeing you.
Yeah, speaking of, it's time to... be the Charmist.
The Emperor. Let's do business. That's more than I'd usually pay. You got a great deal there. An excellent bargain.
Do we keep both of these? I mean, no. I mean, they're both in full form. Realistically, I'm not going to use them that often. The problem... Alright, and then we need... The problem arises...
That seems a fair price.
I can't be over encumbered, that's ridiculous. So that one, you hit him and it gives him health and knocks him down. That's pretty funny.
Come back in. Good day.
So you can get too much good stuff, and then you don't actually, you know, use it, and then you're just carrying a ton of junk, right? Which is almost where I am right now. Because I have, what, like, so many potions for magic. I mean, I guess we can start, like, putting them on a favorite and then, like, chugging them. I think you can favorite potions anyway. But anyway, all to the good. We've got some carry weight back again, and we're going to jump in and get back on the quest line for this this member of the guild. Oh yeah, when they say you'd get less stamina drained, it sort of undersells how much less. Like, you can really run a long time. The great thing about the spammy nature of leveling up magic in Oblivion is that if you're traveling somewhere, which why wouldn't you be? Just look at the somewheres. Like that used to be Kvetch, you know, like that should be like a place that can't be breached. Oh man. Okay, we're it's like that. Oh, this is the camp we're at. All right, so I was like, man, these guys are pretty punchy, huh? But that makes sense. I'm like, I'm on the wrong thing. All right, so we're gonna pull out the Staff of Fire here, and we're just gonna pop off. The thing about staves is you don't level up when you use them, but alright, so this is a glass battle axe of the glacier. Greaves of Canyon Striding. So these are... hopefully that armor. And here's the undelivered letter. And a Dwarven cog, that's what we needed. Let's read this letter real quick. The plot, as they say, thickens. Alright, let's wear this Elven cuirass real thick. Oh yeah, moving on up. I mean, I like the Mithril better. I like the Mithril better. But Elven is better. And now we got these Greaves of Canyon Striding, which are Mithril Greaves, but now we can jump with them. That means we'll wear them over these elven boots, because of course we will. No, the greaves are the pants, right? Yeah. Like, they mean shin protectors, but I guess for this they mean the pants. Alright, so we found the list. Dagny's Camp, Rush Camp, Bodian Camp, and Varus Camp. Alright, so we gotta go all over the place. Got it. Well, good. Good. We are gonna poke around here a little bit more real quick. And probably, like, run back and sell stuff, like, immediately. Yeah, they were much more ready for my approach than I anticipated. I thought we were going to, you know, be able to poke around a little bit. Observe from a distance and whatnot, but that was not to be. I love this. I'm just so happy that I get to come back to Oblivion like this. I was actually giving some thought to replaying it, but like the screenshots, I was like, the clunkiness, the blah blah blah. But this is it's just perfect. But we're gonna pop into Anvil real quick and sell off stuff to our favorite person. Anvil's sort of our base of operations for this playthrough. You know, it's where our house is. It's where our pirate crew is based out of. I desperately wish there was a fast travel point to the Pirate Cove, but you know, you cannot have everything, or so it has been explained to me.
Well, Matt, have a look at my wares. I'm sure that's a good... You've made a good bit of good. That's a good deal.
Just, yeah, like, yeah, this is a lot of money that we're making here. The feather potion, I mean, it might be worth holding
That's a
on
good-
to, but at
You
a certain
made a good
point,
bit.
you have to
That's
ask
more than
yourself, am I going to use this potion, and is it worth half of a point
a
of
good
carry
deal.
weight for the rest of my life to not carry it? The answer is usually yes, obviously, never throw anything away, you know, be yourself. But, you know, it could be a different answer, theoretically.
Tell your friend goodbye.
Alright, there we go, 57 Mercantile, very nice. We're gonna cast a little sunlight while we go. And yeah, we just need to drop off some stuff at home too. We'll put all of our keys in a thing, and then we'll because I'm carrying too many keys too, right? I don't think I need any of them with me. But this will be... This cabinet here will be the cupboard of the keys. The key cupboard. As long as I shall live... Well, not the Mage's Guild key. We need that. And the Smuggler's key. We need that. And of the random journals. And we'll leave the deed in here too. That's stupid, but we'll do it. Alright, we never read that first note, so... Yeah, she just says, hey... Okay, so this isn't part of the proper quest line, but these are the things that we need. Cogs, coherer, cylinder, tube. And then, until a buyer can be found, it should go here, and then, yeah. So it's time for us to get on that road, but first... We'll be running upstairs. It's the hardest thing in the world to remember how to go upstairs here. And we are just putting so much stuff in here. I mean, we could already make just like probably 1,000 potions for what we have in here. And you might say, wouldn't it make more sense to do it gradually so that you don't get overwhelmed? Well, maybe. But more likely, I'll just, you know, I won't do it on stream one day, and I'll just sit there one morning or one night whenever I'm eating some ramen. I'll be like, so I did some off-camera alchemy leveling, and I love that meme. I didn't know it was one because, of course, as you may know, I only played Minecraft like starting like about 10 months ago.
Who will help?
So the off-camera mining was a meme that had to be explained to me, but I find it delightful. All right, so we're almost cleared up now. We just need to sell some scrolls. And then we can carry on with this orrery thing.
Be seeing you. What? Go ahead.
I was like, I forgot that I used my magic, and now I need my charm.
Well met. Perhaps you need new armor, a weapon. I have a large selection. That's a... You've made it. You drive. You got a good price and excellent bargain. Thank you. be seeing you.
You know, there's some other junk in there that I should have put at home, but, you know, we're not going to worry about it. We'll think about that some other day. Maybe some of it is like quest items, and I just have forgotten that they are because they've been in there so long. But it's now time to try to repair the Orrery again. So we will start at Camp Ailes and then head there through County Kvatch first. I love a quest that wants me to explore. Well, I mean, travel. I guess exploring is a thing that you do only if you wish. Fort Astral. We're just gonna tank a bunch of hits here. This is a strategy, right? Oh yeah, Journeyman destruction. Now we're talking. I mean, not really. What I need is way better gear, because if you don't have a big mana pool, destruction is very difficult to use well. But we're not gonna do this fort right now. I don't think. Are we? Yeah, why not? You know, this is the path of the Mages Guild, but we should still, you know, have a heart of a champion explorer. We can't abandon that. I don't think anybody believes in my ability to do what I'm saying I'm gonna do anyway, least of all myself. And anyway, it looks like there might be a necromancer problem here. Maybe vampires? You know, now I have to investigate. This is how they get you. Oh, it's a skeleton. Well, the skeleton walking around is something that a mage should investigate. Oh. What? Okay. Oh. Right. That is way different than what I thought was going to happen whenever I opened the door. Yeah, now we got to figure out, well, you know, let's just close that door again, right? Let's just go, mind our own business somewhere else. All right, that's there's something going on here. Alright, so dead treasure hunter. We don't have anything on him that says why he chose to hunt treasure here. But the bloodstains on the ground don't mean a thing.
What's that?
So archery battles are the best, right? Because you just like literally don't care about getting hit. All right. Okay. I was like, he had a sword. Yeah, elven longsword. There we go. And we're just gonna cast the sunlight and then just like run in, I guess, you know? Yeah, like say, hey, Mr. Vampires, what's going on? You guys should probably chill on the whole burning bodies right outside of a door. It's a conspicuous thing people might Getting nervous. Ooh, speaking of nervous, are they going to notice as I just walk up to them with this incredibly bright light behind me? They will not.
If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you'll get. What's the matter?
Is that an ebony axe? A mithril shield, excellent. A black robe, which weighs nothing and is worth nothing. That was a silver battle axe? It did not look silver at all. But now we've got a mithril shield, which looks amazing. Light iron shield is no longer my best friend. We got foes all around. Oh! They're doing the invisibility thing. And we have gotten porphyric hemophilia, which is fancy fake words for the bad. If I'm pathetic, why am I farming levels off of you, vampire rogue? Get wrecked. Alright, so there's a door there, but we're going to poke around in here a little bit more. Alright, yeah. Looks like that was all there was in here. It's fine, just check the mini-map real quick. Yep, just a little antechamber. Oh, nope, there's a whole thing over there. That's probably the exit, though, where it loops. Probably. I assume that's what it'll be, so we won't worry about it. We'll check out that area later when we're going to leave, if it turns out to be something else. I need to get some arrows equipped, right? Be a lot faster in a different area. Here we go. Silver arrows, no. Man, yeah, I don't have many of any arrow here. I need to buy a bunch of them. They have weight, but alright, there's the rat, but who else knows I'm here? How could anyone? Is it because of this incredibly bright light flying behind me?
Die, cur!
Oh, yeah. It says he's a rogue, but he's like got no hat and a two-handed sword. And I'm just tanking these hits. Might need to turn the difficulty up. But I almost die, sometimes, so it's not like it's trivially easy. These are just like mooks. Silver Battle Axe weighs 81, are you joking? We'll quick save it real quick, and then we'll turn the difficulty up. I haven't played on expert yet this time, so we'll see how much it changes. If it's like, it could just be incremental. The old Oblivion had like a slider. All right, so we turned it up just in time to fight the boss, who is wearing like the coolest stuff. Paralysis staff is not gonna work. Fire staff will. Oh yeah, that's a lot of damage. Oh yeah, and he sure doesn't take it very quickly, does he? Yeah, I think expert just makes them have, you know, a ton more health. They might also do a ton more damage. It doesn't seem like a small change. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna die here. Because this fight would last, what, like a minute and a half? Which would be fine if I had, like, faster access to healing items. Yep, there we go. Yeah, let's just see how the fight would go on Adept. I think, you know, I think I got too rosy a view of my power through fighting the entry-level guys here, right? Yeah, because he's still... Yeah, I mean, he's not... But I have 80 endurance, right? Like, I'm a super high endurance character, so... Yeah, well, I guess you could just have a stand-up with him here. You know, they're... The game doesn't appear to have a medium setting, right? Between these two, and it would be nice. Because we went from, you know, this is on Adept where I've been playing, where, you know, I could just walk up and kill him. And take all the ebony off of him, and now run out of... Oh, man, yeah, I'm so far from having enough carry weight for all of this. Hundreds away. Alright, now we're just several hundred away. Do we drop? Man, tough stuff. It's 30, but all the ebony stuff is even better than that. I mean, you got like 30 to 1 for the greaves, but... Yeah, I guess you drop the greaves to make it. That's it's rough. But you know, that's what you get for having a full thing of ebony armor on you. You know, it's hard to carry everything. That's the glory of only having a small feather spell. You know, we could come back in here and take all the stuff again, theoretically. But yeah, there's a... You always want to check these things, of course, and then we get even more junk in our inventory, but that would have been worth taking all the same. There's probably a big chest somewhere in addition to his coffin, but it might be on the way out. Alright, so there's a spur up there that leads somewhere. We're not going to worry about it because it was an old reference. Alright, so a couple of potions. That's right. We should just go ahead and get rid of porphyric hemophilia. Just keep on going, but I imagine, yeah, we'll just get right out here. Once you kill the vampire patriarch, you know, that's the boss of the place. You can safely assume. It doesn't mean it's the last guys, as we'll see somewhere. Oh yeah, super weird design.
bleed to death.
So this vampire monk is just hanging out here, wanting to go fisticuffs. Just waiting for someone to jump down. For their whole lives, they're waiting for it. Hand of Akatosh. Alright, so they have a thing that'll give you light on self all the time. But, you know, at what cost? At the cost of having to wear that. Also, 20 feet isn't that good, and, you know, while it might seem, oh, cool, I wouldn't have to cast light, but really you would have it on everywhere you went, which would, you know, draw attention to yourself. You would find yourself beset by moths in the nighttime, you know. It's a hard knock life once a bunch of insects start trying to charge you. Sometimes you find good stuff in the coffins. Sometimes. You always gotta try. 'Cause if you don't believe in the coffin, like, what's the vampire life even about, you know? Not that I'm a vampire. In fact, I try to avoid it. Alright, well, we have avenged that burning body. You know, sort of. I mean, it's still on fire and everything. We didn't like help with it being on fire. I guess we didn't really do much for it. We got rid of the vampires. You know, we put their enemies to the sword, and that should count for something, right? Right? Right. And then this guy who is becoming the most proficient shopkeeper in the whole land. You know, you gotta find one shopkeeper and make them your best friend. Say, hey, you know, what do you think about buying a lot of junk? And if they say, it sounds great, well, then all you gotta do is go to your magic schools, put on Charmist, do the Charmingist, and then turn all of that junk into amazing money.
That seems a fair price. That's a good deal.
Amazing. And now, just like sort of overnight, we're at 16K. I feel like we've made like 10,000 in this
An excellent bargain.
in this little chunk here. We just need to buy a whole bunch of arrows.
Come back. Goodbye.
All right, marvelous. I look weird. Is that like... Is that really what the elven armor yellow tint is? There's... That's, It's pretty gold. Pretty gold indeed. Like, if I turn around 8 times, I'll eventually get to the bedroom! Level 16. I've ascended to level 16. I've been trying too hard, thinking too much. Relax. Trust your instincts. Just be yourself, do little things, and the big things take care of themselves. Alright, sure. We'll max int on the next one. Getting smarter all the time. Alright, yeah, everything's good. We're just gonna throw on the iron arrows and get back to the fight. And by the fight, I mean the traveling. You know, we didn't get very far at all. Got like 3 feet from the camp, and I was like, ooh, a vampire castle. That's the exact same as doing a quest. And it is. And it is. We're just gonna let them both bite on us for a bit, you know, for the light armor experience. I probably won't die. Probably. I almost died. They do like a sort of frenzy attack that's a lot quicker than you think it's gonna be, if you're me. So there's the Leader in nearest tower, and then that camp out in the distance there is where our objective is. So we're going to be able to take a shot from super far away, if we can get it, and put them rather on the back foot the whole time. Like, nope, that's much too far. Alright, that's it's not nearly far enough. I can see much farther than we can shoot, so let's just get to a much closer point. Alright, and then... Nope. Yes, amazing. We'll get like one shot. They already know exactly where I am, somehow. However, now, they're on the back foot considerably because I can just run away from them. And they are not as fast as me. And now, I will proceed to miss a bunch of shots in a row. But anyway, this is peak Elder Scrolls gameplay, right? Because again, like if you're running with a big old warhammer out, like this Joker is, how are you gonna catch a nimble wood elf in the open field? You won't. And that's what they call physics, which is the same as using magic with math. Boom. All right, so Gauntlets of Life scene. Now we're talking. This is where we're at. Detect life, 65 feet on light gloves. Perfect. And then we got big fire resist on pants, which is fine. There's the tube. Alright, where do we leave the bones of that archer? So, the thing with these gauntlets is, it's going to be great, and then at some point I'm going to get really annoyed whenever I go into a town and everybody's glowing, but it's still going to be very nice to have on for a while. Garbage. Alright, well that went super well. We still got some carry weight left. And now we're just going to go on down here to the Bodian camp. We move our marker even though there's a marker so I can remember which green marker I'm running to, since there are 3 different choices. I just love running around. I love picking wild aloe vera. These are just some of the things that I like. But basically nothing pleases me in games as much as going a little bit off the beaten path and, you know, self-directing a little bit. Which is why I love Elder Scrolls games. Well, why I love 4 and 5. I didn't play Morrowind extensively. If they remaster it, you can bet everything that you feel comfortable wagering that I will be getting it on release, though, so... You know, you can put me down for $50 or however much more it's going to be. Alright, so we got a bandit camp there. There are a lot of people at this camp. And by that I mean 3. So they don't know I'm here yet. Of course, they're going to immediately know... Well, that one missed. Oh, yeah, no, the sneak worked. And we have split our foes. Amazing. Over encumbered already. Well, that's not great. Oh, that was the wrong feather spell. I always do that. Amazing. And now these fools are all split, due to my fantastic sneak archery, which no one has ever thought of doing before.
This ends here.
You know, I wouldn't want those to be my last words. This ends here. Do better. Like, if you're gonna go into a life of murderous crime, like, do a little better than that for your final words. Oh, this one actually looks like she's wearing a robe. She's quick. But I have a speed of 60. Man, they really want me to do this life detection gauntlets. We get another one there. But of course, we've already got to the one that we want. Alright, well, there's the Bodian camp. Now it's time to do the old sales loop. And then we'll head to Dagny's camp after that. Yeah, so what I mean is now that we have this life detect, it's fine here, but in some places it can get a little cluttered seeming on your screen with the detect life effects. It doesn't seem that invasive here, but you know, it's like, you know, if you're here, then it's like when you get really close, the effect goes away, which is all right.
Good day. I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil. You got an excellent bargain.
It's like, so do we take the fire resist? I mean, it's better than 8 acrobatics is. It just is. 'Cause if you get casual fire resist, we have like a 30 fire resist ring too, and that gives you like a ton of comfort.
You've made a fire. That's a fair deal. Tell your friend. Be seeing you.
Yeah, it's 1 armor point, but yeah, I think the resist fire is just better casually than the acrobatics bit, so we'll
I
go with
offer
that.
the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil. Tell your farewell. Oh, well met.
And we need to buy some more repair hammers. The perpetual needs are perpetual. The good thing too about going to just one guy for all of your needs essentially is later you can look and be like, oh, look at all the cool stuff that I've sold over the course of my history. Because if you keep on going back, then he never has time to forget. Did I sell my helmet? No. I merely took it off. Alright, there we go. I realized I was seeing my character's face, and that wasn't what I had been used to.
Speak while the sands are warm.
Alright. Marvelous, great success. We're going to go to Fort Lenchal to bounce on over. This was a Necromancer fort that we did a little bit earlier. So it should be clean. No, they're back already. Jeepers. That was quick. I'm like, yeah, the bones of the others are still on the ground. Imagine trying to block a wizard. And then as soon as you unblock, glorious. Of course, necromancers are always good value. Wizards in general are, like, although they won't have, you know, the gear, they will have stuff like scrolls, maybe staves, maybe, you know, potions, and that'll give you low mana or low weight rewards, which, you know, that's really what it's all about. Is this a mountain lion? It is. I'm going to shoot it with a bow and arrow. Note, don't do this. Not just because they are minding their own business, but, you know, you're probably going to have more of a problem than you wanted. We're going to get here above the camp, making them come to us. Missing entirely.
Today you die.
I mean, maybe. Probably you, though. Whoops. I'm not convinced those crosshairs are accurate for the third person.
That's the best you...
Is that the best you can do? It's like the same equivalent of being like, what are you gonna do, stab me? Oh. They're invisible. Or chameleon. If they have an item that lets me just like be like sort of invisible when I'm wearing it permanently, I'm gonna get so amped. And I think that's what we're gonna see here. I think we're gonna get an item with chameleon on it, which is awesome. Yeah, there we go. Curus of the Spy, 20% chameleon. He's so identified with wearing that even now he thinks that he's wearing it, even in death. That's right, now you can't see me anymore. So chameleon is in effect, it's like invisibility, but you don't lose it for doing stuff under it, so it's pretty nice. It makes you look more invisible that you are. Like, the percentage there was chameleon 20%, so, you know, it just makes me 20% invisible-ish, you know, chameleon-esque. But you can get to chameleon 100, and if you do that, then you can do all the stuff you want to do. But I am going to not wear the 20% chameleon stuff exclusively, only for special occasions. Mainly because I like being able to see my character model. But we are certainly going to drop it off at home. And of course, we're quite full of junk again already. So, of course, all this fast travel, moving around, and waiting is good for my pirate crew. And at any day, they'll come and bring me more money. But now, you know, once you get into what I think of as like the mid game of Oblivion, when you get to like, you know, level 10, 15, when the big bads start dropping ebony and the other guys start dropping, you know, mithril and elven stuff, like you get a good chunk of money. It doesn't take too long. Especially if you're using Charmist to get really good value for your money.
You've made a good bit of gold. That seems a fair price. I appreciate. Good day.
I don't love the Evan shield. I think the Mithril shield is a much cooler look, but you know, this is a better shield. We'll find a magic one eventually, and then we'll. The fun part of the game is when you start finding magic items in lots of places. and then you stop wearing the current gear because you want the magic effects more. Yeah, no, I hate this shield. Oh, I hate it. Look at that. Look how much it flings up behind you when you run. That's awful. I don't like that at all. Let's just not have a shield now. Have to sprint in first person. Oh, like how garish and annoying. It's such a big old flappy thing there. Well, I'll keep my eye out for other shields. I'm not going to buy back my other one, but... And this will be my thieves covered. Where we'll also keep our great treasures. But now we're down to just one last camp to deal with. It looks, yeah, we'll go this way. The topography of the map, we'll probably need to go up around it. It looks like there'll be a bunch of weird stuff. We don't want to fast travel the other way in, I don't think. So we'll be charging up the hillside plenty. But like a lot of, so the bad part of the leveling in this game, which I mentioned before, is that you are rewarded for poor play in a lot of ways, you know, like, but how do you get around that? You know, if you want to have an armor skill that levels up, how do you do it? From getting hit? Well, then if you intentionally let yourself get hit, then you'll level it up. So the second Final Fantasy game, Final Fantasy 2, not 4 on the Super Nintendo, but 2J, it had a similar problem where you could level up by hitting your own characters. You'd only get more HP by like falling below half health or whatever. So functionally, you could grind, but in a non-intuitive, non-gameplay kind of way. This at least, you know, theoretically you would be getting your levels by being attacked by monsters and not like me 20 years ago leveling up against my own skeleton summons in a house. Nice. Double nice. Come on, one more hit. You know, I could have used the chameleon. Because, of course, anything that you're wanting to do sneakiness, chameleon's just great. Because if they can't see you so easy, then, you know, you get away with, not murder, with fighting. You get away with fighting. That's the best way to describe it. Because after all, these people that are making their homes in the wilderness are either hunters or bandits. We are told that by everybody. And everybody wouldn't be wrong. Would they? I mean, I'm neither a hunter nor a bandit. I mean, I'm not technically a bandit, right? Right?
Let's get this over with. Take that. Ah! Ah!
these crummy little camps. They don't have anything good at all. But I mean, they do have bedrolls, and if you needed one, then that would be nice. You know, I don't want to talk too far down on it. Here's Echo Mine. There's always an Echo Mine, no matter where you go in a game. There's always an Echo Mine. We're gonna keep on running this way. The Valley View camp is near. And we might as well get the place and see who's there. If there is a mod to put cleared on these things after you go and you fight the enemies there, I need to get it. I very much like the game telling me that a place has been cleared before. I never realized how much I liked that about Skyrim until it was gone.
I've fought mud crabs more fearsome than you.
This guy's just out there beating up on mud crabs. Like, it doesn't make you sound like a nice guy. They're just minding their own. This random no-name bandit with a glass mace and full mithril gear. Ooh, a mithril shield. I'll have to take that.
You're pathetic. I fought mud crabs more fearsome than you.
Alright, so, as we know... Because, like, look, when you have this shield and you run, like, that's small and dainty. It's classy. It's not garish and overbearing like the Elven shield is. It's called the Valley View Camp, and then they have all these trees in the way that get in your way of the view of the valley. You know, this is really something. I can't get tired of it because I almost can't believe it. It's the culmination of a lifetime of dreaming. Feels good. But now that we have gotten our
how can I be of service?
Our Orrery sorted out, we're just gonna.
You must be the Arcane University's newest edition.
Where is she? Inside here?
Battle Mage bids you welcome.
How do you do?
Oh yes,
You have
Bethel.
them? The items I requested? Give them to me, please. Yes, yes, this seems to be everything. Here's your reward. Thank you again.
1,600 gold? Not bad.
I haven't.
A new task for me. How to advance.
In accordance with guild rules, you now qualify for the rank of Journeyman. May you wear your rank well.
I'm now a journeyman in the guild. I don't know if I had to do that quest for her first or anything. It just happens to be there. But anyway, now we're a journeyman. Hooray!
Let's do
What
business.
spells do you got, buddy? Alright, so... a bunch of stuff that I can't use. Got it. Cool. Fine. Tasks.
The Council is investigating what happened at Wellspring Cave. Many of our resources are devoted to the task, leaving our ranks spread thin. There is a related book that needs to be recovered. It was recently loaned to Janice Hasseldor, the Count of Skingrad. I'd like you to retrieve it.
Retrieve it?
This
How?
may not seem the most important of tasks, but still, it needs doing. And you are one of the few available to do it. A note of caution. Skingrad is an unusual place.
He leans in a little bit. Unusual.
The Council is The Count is a reclusive man, and sometimes difficult to see. Hopefully, your status as a representative of the Guild will aid you. Speak with the castle steward when you arrive. The city lies southwest of the Imperial city. The castle overlooks the city from a steep hill. You should have no trouble finding it. Goodbye.
I can just take this? Okay. A bunch of Grand Soul Gems, just freely takeable. I'll assume that's because I'm doing such a good job being a Journeyman.
Greetings, Journeyman.
You gotta love the Mages Guild. Speaking of Soul Gems, I need to... recharge our staff a little bit. Alright, well, it's time to go to Skingrad. I'm sure it'll be fine after all. What's the worst that could happen? Oh, well, we just need to wait one day for her to do her thing for that quest we did. So let's do that first. And then we'll go and go to Skingrad. I mean, we could go to Skingrad first, but I mean, we did a lot of work for this. I mean, not a lot of work. We got a lot of money for it, you know. Because sure, she paid us some, but we also got absolutely loads from dispatching the enemies of the guild. You know, for doing our part. The Orrery of the Arcane University should be functional once more. I can visit it as often as I like and also receive powers based on the phases of the moons. Has this always been a thing? Why don't I know anything? I thought I played this game.
Hello.
Alright, and here's the Orrery, which you'd recognize from that thing in Skyrim. Alright, we have activated it. Oh! Okay, new favorite place to hang out unlocked.
It's my pleasure. Not only have... Good day.
Billions and billions of stars. Alright, so we got a power based on the phase of the moon. So what is this one? Master's Might. Fortify strength by 20 and drain speed by... We can use the power to do it, so we don't have to do it. It's not like a passive thing. Okay. Well, that would just... Yeah, we could get beefier and slower. Doesn't seem that great. You know, I'm sure that some of them be better than others. But yeah, there you go. That's the Orrery. Beautiful. Very cool. Worth every penny. How much money do I have now? Like 20? 23.
How goes it?
Wow, I need to find a trainer. Not in the Orrery.
What is it?
Ah, you must be the Arcane University's newest edition. This humble battle mage bids you welcome.
We do want to go ahead and make a,
Oh. Have a look at my wares.
That's right, he just
I'm sure
sells
there's
spells
something
that I
to suit
don't
you.
need. I need to find...
Farewell.
I'm sorry.
I need to find a resto trainer and just bash some of those out. Alright, what's the best? Okay, so I can make, like, a good feather spell now for 100? I need something that will, like, do we put a dot there? No. Yeah, there we go. And now we have several feather spells, but only one of them is the good one. So you have 50 for 240 seconds, or we have a better one for a shorter amount of time. And we need to make a destruction spell, that's right. Alright, and now we have upgraded our Cold Touch to Icy Hand. And we'll go ahead and make another Fireball thing as well. Can we do 30 by 3? Can we do 30 by 2? Yeah, so we can get 60 damage for 2 seconds here, so we'll do that. So the frost one will be slightly stronger, but, you know, 1 second, and then we'll have this one for, There we go. Now we're even better at doing magic. I really need to find a restoration trainer. And since I'm pretty like I've noticed like it's different now. It used to be like individual casts of things would like relate, but now it's based on like the magnitude. So I think now we'll have even better leveling up, you know, like sure it uses like a third of my bar, but it does a ton more and you get more experience for doing it. So it's not like you want to be grinding out the lower ones. All right, so Orrery is secured and now it is time to do this ulterior motives thing. Open it in the map. Yes, indeed. Do I have carry weight? No, I need to sell off some stuff first. So maybe we can sell off stuff inside of Skingrad. We can surely find somewhere there. Getting spread around a little bit of our commercial activity.
I'm listening.
Why couldn't I wait? Alright, it's literally not letting me wait here.
Yes? All appointments. You too.
Ah, you came.
Oh, that's right, this guy wanted to meet me behind.
Good. I thought I could trust you. Nobody else in town. They're all in on it. All watching me. Well, yes, I need you to do something for me. I'll pay you. Gold. You like gold, don't you? Lots of gold. Here's my problem. I'm being followed. Watched. Marukote selectives, maybe. Not sure. I'm a threat, you see, to their plans. I know too much. I need you to check out some people for me. The ones who are following me. Watch them. See where they go. Who they report to.
Yeah, sure.
Let's start with Bernadette Penniless. Be outside my house at 6 a.m. You'll see her watching me. See where she goes and who she reports to. We'll meet here again tomorrow night. Remember, Bernadette Penniless, 6 a.m. Don't let her see you watching.
I'm just gonna, probably not do that. But yeah, sure, buddy. Actually, no. Let's we'll follow her. No, I can't wait in town. Okay, I can't wait. I can't wait in town. It's not allowed. Don't want to show up at a castle in the middle of the night, after all. Speaking of the castle, so Castle Skringrad is like, it's a proper castle, right?
What's this about?
You've got the town there, but it's a good little spot to be in, And it stands directly above the entrance to the city there, which has to go down in between, these very, very sheer cliffs. It's a great defensible position, wonderful castle, love it. Of course, if they just opened an Oblivion gate in the middle of it, I'm sure it would end up just like Kvatch, which also was on some great terrain. Ah, Mercator Hosius. Here, accept my charms and talk to me.
The Mages Guild, you say? Oh, the Count is quite aware of your presence here. He simply has no interest in granting you an audience at this time. Now that I've seen you myself, I can't say that I blame him.
You what?
Nevertheless, I shall endeavor to change his mind on the subject. Return tomorrow. Perhaps he will see you then.
Wow, okay. Well, I'm going to talk to everybody else first. Here's Hal Lears.
I'm Hal Lears, Count Skingrad's steward. The Count does not accept unsolicited visitors, I'm afraid. You too. I hope I can... I'm afraid that's not my arena. You'll have to speak to Mercator about seeing the Count. You'll have to speak with Shamgro Yarug about that. He's the only one that can handle the deed.
What do you do here?
Count Skingrad is a very private person. I handle all the county's public affairs and consult with the Count when necessary.
Sure.
Be seeing you.
Wizard. Great. Is there a court wizard I could speak to? Is there a place I could break into that you wouldn't notice me doing stuff? Is there anyone to tell me that I'm not allowed to go places here? I guess they'll probably just get mad at me if I go somewhere I'm not supposed to go. You know, we'll wait the day. Like, I will just sit right here.
A little
Well, that
bird
didn't work.
told me that you've been asking around town about Glarther, a resident eccentric. I'd like to know why. Let me give you some advice. Glarther is crazy. So far, harmless crazy. But I keep an eye on him because it's my job to. You don't want to get involved with him. I don't care how much he's paying you, it isn't worth it. Like I said, since you're courteous enough to tell the truth. What do you... You have something? Really? He's getting worse then. Thanks for letting me know. Bye.
I'm like, alright, can I wait now? Skingrad does not want you to wait. But if I have to wait 24 hours for an audience with the Count, I'll just wait 24 hours right here in his courtyard.
Well,
Alright, the pirates are back. Which means I can go get my money whenever. Yes, Mercator!
Hey, you there. The Count has agreed to see you. But not here.
But not
he wishes
here?
to meet you north of the cursed mine outside of town. After 2 a.m.
What?
It would be wise of you to be on time. Follow the road west out of
That's
Skingrad
totally
through
ridiculous.
the high pasture. The mine entrance is south of the road. The Count will meet you just outside it.
Two a.m. mine
How can I
outside
help
of town. Sure.
You're new here, or you'd know me. Tutius Sextius. My people have lived... I'm sorry, but I don't... Yes, I've seen him. He gives me the strangest look. Good day.
Well, you know, if he wants to meet us in a strange place, I'm sure that's
Greetings,
that's
Bosworth.
what we'll do.
Be seeing you.
Alright, I meant to sell a bunch of stuff and I didn't. Well, we'll go do that now. That's right, because I was trying to wait and it wouldn't let me.
It's you. Hi. Yeah. What do people do here? The rest are farmers or herders. Wines are a Skingrad specialty, and the Cerulean Tamika vineyards are famous all over Cyrodiil. Have a good day now.
Welcome. Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in?
Alright, let's just get rid of a
A
bunch
good
of
price.
this junk.
A fine trip. You drive up. A good price for a good customer. That's a good...
I guess I should have kept the rope, because if it doesn't weigh anything, then I could enchant it, and it would be weightless. Does it disappear, though? It might. Alas.
I appreciate... Take care.
And Mercantile goes up a little bit higher. It's great to have it as a major skill, you know, because no matter what you do in this game, you would have to be doing something very specific if you didn't want to sell stuff, you know, like that's... I mean, what is more fundamental to the heart of the RPG player than getting loot and selling it? What is? I don't know. I don't know.
Well, take care.
It's... Bye.
Surely someone here can train me in some kind of magic.
Thanks for asking.
Hooray!
Good day. You too.
Take care.
Well, good day.
Like, how are none of the
Greetings
people
to
in this whole Mage's Guild a trainer? Maybe they're not in the right room for it.
Goodbye.
It's... Take care.
Hail and welcome, friend.
Hello.
Hail.
Well, bye.
Here
It's
we
my-
go.
Let's get to training.
Well, I don't want to train Conjuration.
Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you.
Yeah, I can't even cast Soul Trap yet. I need to, we're just gonna get it.
Tell your friend.
Yeah, I need to Mysticism train. Because I've got a ton of money now. And when you get to this point, it's like, if you don't level up, you know, with your trainings, you're just sort of, you know, what are you gonna do? You're gonna click a button 1,800 times instead? No, it's not that many anymore. They're more reasonable. When I cried out, ah, what I really meant was, oh yeah, that's a lot of acrobatics experience.
Good to see you.
You look like a bright one.
Okay, so this cursed mine that we want to be to at a certain hour, well, it's going to be a few hours. We could wait, but I think we'll go explore a little bit in the meantime, on the way towards that time. Oh, hello. Oh, you're not a friend? Then why money-shaped? Oh, that's right. I have the icy hand now. Never should have come here. And I got the Iliad Well for like mana regen, so we are just gonna go in and absolutely, I was gonna say roast them, but this is a Dark Elf, so we are going to instead freeze them. They will be most frigid. Most frigid indeed. Alright, so this is 103, so we're supposed to meet him at 2. You know, we're going to be polite. We're going to be a little early. Also, that'll let us see if they're setting up any ambushes. Hello!
Well, well. You're early, Mage. I'm afraid I misled you. The Count won't be arriving. In fact, he doesn't even know you're here.
What?
We're not about to let the Guild interfere with our plans. For the Count or otherwise.
What?
So, you'll have to die. Don't worry. We'll put your body to good use, I assure you.
That's outrageous.
I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm! You'll never take me down! I fought mud rats more fearsome than you. This ends here! This ends here! You impossible fool.
Ah!
What possessed you to think I would
Giannis.
suggest a meeting here, of all places?
Well,
At
I
least
did
your
think it
gullibility
sound
served
weird.
Some useful purpose. I knew about Mercator, but not his friends. Now none of them are a threat any longer.
Go
The
on.
council may think I've not thrown in with the necromancers and would never do so. You may pass along that message.
Where is my
Would
book?
you dare make demands of me now?
Yes?
And a book of all things. Your gullibility knows no bounds, it would seem. You believe your council would send you here to merely fetch a book. No, they wanted information on me and what is going on here. Well, now they shall have
You
it.
could still give me the book.
Tell your council that the next time they want something from me, they come themselves. They don't send someone under false pretenses. Yes, I see that now. I regret that Traven has involved you in this way. At least you've survived. For now.
For now.
Perhaps in the future you can be trusted enough to deal with more serious matters. Now our business here is concluded.
Alright, yeah. Well. Are all of them broke? A copper amulet? Oh, 144 gold. At least there's that. I really can't believe that they're gonna drag me all the way out here and then be broke. Look, the moons are up. Hanging beautifully in the sky. I almost was walking too much looking at the moon. Oh, I can't go that way. Turn back. Aww. You know, every time I see Valenwood, I'm like, that looks like my home. Elder Scrolls Valenwood win. But all right, let's just go sell off some stuff.
Good day.
It is,
Have a look
isn't
around.
it?
You won't find better prices in all Tamriel. That's a good deal. You drive off. That's a I appreciate be seeing you.
Maybe we'll take strength this level for more carry weight. This house is crummy. What's going on here? Alright, well, it's abandoned, and it doesn't look like there's a lot going on. But I had not noticed it before that moment, so I thought I'd look in, and it wasn't against the rule to poke around inside. I know there's like a shack in one town that you buy, but I guess I just never looked to the side there.
Yes.
You know, I'm sure that I'll remember what's going on there, some future thing. All right, so what I'm going to do right now is, well, we need to go send the pirate crew back out, right? Yeah, well, there's a lot of stuff we need to do then. So first things first. We're going to pop into Shade and all. So there's several different places that could have training in the Mages Guild for a school that I want. So I don't remember which one has one of them. Mysticism or Restoration would be ideal. Also, this gives me an excuse to go to Cheydinhal, the most beautiful of cities. I mean, does it get any better? And if it does, am I ever expected to care? I just love it. I just love it so much.
How can I help you?
Like, do they train Alteration here? Alteration would be fine, too. Alteration or Mysticism or Restoration are all acceptable things to train.
I can show you some
Alteration, there we go. Oh, they can't go over 40? Really?
Farewell.
Oh, that's alright then.
Greetings, magician.
Good to
We're just gonna go to the basement. Can you sleep down here? Probably. Yeah. Life isn't over. You can still get smarter, or cleverer, or more experienced, or meaner, but your body and soul just aren't gonna get any younger. Man! Talking down to a girl, huh? But that's all fine, you know, we've got our alteration level and leveled to 40. We just need to find a better trainer somewhere, but now we've got this whole level to do. I just needed to get the level and I didn't want to burn my my training in the meantime.
They say, I hope. Take care. Good.
Bye.
Oh well, I'm just gonna push through them. Our skills are looking fine, yeah. Forgot Sneak was a primary skill. I use it, you know, fine. But, yeah, Mr. Resto's at least at 24, so very, very soon it'll get to 25, and then we'll maybe get a skill that's a little more spammable for leveling it. Yeah, you know, we're moving on up. We're getting there. 53 Destruction's good. 57 Illusion's great. This guy's just got a glass warhammer walking through town.
I hope Otessa is taking
Gilbert
care of
Germain.
herself. Good day to you.
Or Wilbur Jiminy, as his friends call him.
What do you want? Did you know you have the fight? Farewell.
Oh, I sold the wrong bow. That can happen. So you have two items that are the same item, but the game won't tell you which one's favorited when you're in the shop. You just gotta figure it out the clunky way, the bad way. And before we stop out of the guild, we're just gonna stop to Coral and be like, what do they train here? Because maybe it's mysticism.
Well met.
Do I remember where the Mages Guild is here? No, not really. Unimportant. This is the sort of thing you're supposed to remember, like, when you're going out and doing the stuff in the first place. Do they train destruction here? That'd be fine, too. Do they have a Mages Guild? Yes, I just don't know where it's at. It wouldn't be here in this quarter. It would be the opposite direction from where I was, in the shadow of the castle. Ah, in the main square, of course. That makes sense.
It's you. Hi.
How are you going to talk to me like that, Carmen?
Be seeing you. Well met.
Yeah, that's more like it.
Are you a student of the arcane arts? Everyone's saying there's you too.
He trains conjuration, but I thought I already met a conjuration trainer recently. How many of...
Well met. Farewell.
Take care. I'm willing to
Here
teach
we go.
if
Mysticism.
you're willing to learn.
And that gets us to 24, which is perfect. So then we can just put this silly little thing on and... and bash it up to 25, and we'll be there at no time, and then we can cast Soul Trap and actually start, you know, being a real boy. You used to get points for this based on how many people you hit, but now I think it's just based off the mana cost. I think all the spell schools are normalized. It used to be a lot more frustrating to level certain ones, like... what's a great example?
Greetings.
They're all good examples. They were all harder to level once upon a time than they are now. But we'll just carry on casting this randomly as we move around. We'll be at 25, and then we can care much, much less about it.
Hail, good citizen. How can I be of service?
Ah, you must be the Arcane University's newest addition.
I hope... What? Goodbye.
Well met. Have you been to Skingrad and seen Count Hasseldor?
Yes, but in a way where I'm mad at you about it.
Saved you, did he? Well, that's a good sign. I must apologize. It was never the Council's intention to put you in harm's way.
A lie!
Saved you, did
Why didn't you tell me the
Count's
truth?
unique nature is not public knowledge. The Council wishes to keep it that way. At the time, it was believed that there was no reason to inform you, since it was not crucial to the task you were
You think
given.
I wouldn't notice he was
For
a
that
vampire
reason,
when I
I
saw
was
him?
unable to disclose more about his true identity to you.
Ridiculous.
Clearly, that judgment was in error. I apologize.
Oh, if you're sorry.
Archmage Travin feared that sending a high-ranking official with the guild might draw too much attention and provoke a reaction from the Count. We were also concerned that it might drive any necromancers in the area underground, making them more difficult to root out. We simply wanted to survey the situation in Skingrad. Our relationship with Hasseldor is tenuous at best. The Council has agreed to keep his nature a secret, and in exchange, he occasionally provides us with useful information. As a vampire, the Count has few allies he can trust. He has disguised his nature from most, but cannot hide it from the Council of Mages, so he approached us with an accord. As you have seen, that agreement is under a great deal of strain lately. The Count does not agree with certain policies the guild
I've
has
seen
established.
that. With the swords and all.
It's not quite that simple. Hasseldor is powerful, to be sure, but the Council does not consider him to be a threat. After all, he has ruled over Skingrad for quite some time, without incident. We feared Hasseldor may have been involved with the necromancers. Thanks to your involvement, it would seem that he is not. At least, not for the moment. We will continue to monitor
wow, there's no way to find this guy innocent,
I
huh?
assure you,
Literally helps me out.
No further attempts to mislead.
Hand-to-hand combat.
You have done your job admirably.
And he's like, well, for now they're not friends.
Your services to the guild have not gone unnoticed. As of this moment, you have gained the
I am
rank
the
of
Evoker.
Along with your new rank, please take this amulet. May it help keep you safe in times of danger.
All right. We have reached Evoker rank in the Mages Guild and gotten an achievement for it. What's this Spell Trigger amulet? 18 points of spell absorption on self. Wowza! And it sells for, you see it, 7,250 gold. Well, we're not selling it. Pretty good. We have our necklace of water walking. We'll hold on to that still, but we'll be wearing the Spelldrinker amulet most of the time. All right, good stuff.
I have a new task for you, and I assure you there are no necromancers involved.
We're going to take the quest, but we're not going to do it right now.
Are you ready for it? If not, I understand you've been through quite a bit lately.
How dare you?
As I said.
All right, yeah, whatever. I need more time. Maybe it's something that he's going to want me to immediately do, and I don't want to do that. So yeah, we'll just know that when we want to come back and do a little bit more maging, we'll just come to the lobby and tell them that we're ready. I've always wanted to evoke. But we need to get to the old, the pirate crew. You know, they are listless without our influence. They are hanging around, being silly jokers. Ulfgar Fog Eye is unconscious. Who is that? Do I know them? Oh, he's the guy in the lighthouse. Maybe we should go to the lighthouse and see what's going on there. We wouldn't want a ship to run aground after all. Assemble your crew.
May I interest you in some of my fine wares? Have a look around. You won't find better prices in all Tamriel. Good day.
Many Argonians say they've been called back to Blackmarsh. They disappear. Yes.
Go and plunder, Yinzir. Go and plunder.
Let's do business.
Alright, there we go. So we can get 25% Chameleon now. And we can get invisibility also. So now we've got the base levels of those, so we can cast them and we can sculpt them as we like. We're going to get this Fortify Sneak as well for the same reasoning.
Come back. Good day.
And we just need to get to what? To the next level of Resto, so we'll spam that too. So we have Resto spamming and Mysticism spamming to do. We get a big old chunk of gold. I think it's leveled, so probably was what, like 1700 or something like that. We are just loaded right now. We've got 24k, which you know, it's enough to afford any item in the game that I know about. But of course, it's all about more, you know. More is always better. You can't ever be happy with what you have. That's my philosophy. Not really. It's the opposite. But we've collected our pirate crew stuff, you know. We spent many thousands, what, it was like 5k, something like that, getting the crew together, so it's not paid for itself yet. It will eventually, before too long, and then, you know, it'll do great there. Let's just do a little arena match, you know. Wet our whistle upon our foes. There. Now we're an Apprentice of Restoration, which means we can cast this Fortify Endurance, which would level me up even better, and which means we can get Heal Major Wounds, which takes a ton of our skills, right, but would still be, you know...
Gladiator.
I am ready for a match.
You're not wearing your...
Oh, right.
Get
No,
a
I'm
move
not
on.
ready for a match. I have to wear my battle raiment.
Gladiator. Listen up. This next match is an outrage, but there's nothing I can do about it.
3?
You've got 3 opponents this time, and you have to beat them all. They're Argonian prisoners brought here from Black Marsh. They've been told they have to kill you in exchange for their freedom. I don't know what crimes they committed, but it's your life or their freedom. The choice should be pretty clear. Get go.
All right. Well. You're a good pork chop. All right, so a 3-on-1 fight. A nice, fair arena match. I mean, not really that fair. For one, they don't stand a chance.
Good people of the Imperial City, welcome to the arena. It looks like the yellow team has pulled a fast one by replacing their combatant with 3 Arconian prisoners. This should be interesting.
You elves are all the same, all flesh and no fury.
You know, it would have been better if I had a little bit of AoE on it, but it's fine. All right, we're just going to start chugging some pots now.
Won't you die?
Am I missing these? I am. I am missing all of those. I'm the worst. Did I lose my sword? Where? Oh my god. I dropped my sword somewhere. Well, this is not great.
What's the matter? Get this over with.
Give me my... Alright, so my sword's on the ground there and I can't get it. This is not perfect. Well, I know what I'm gonna do.
You elves are all the same. All flash and no fury.
All right.
Good people, we have a winner.
Why can't... I'm gonna lose my mind. I...
Victor from the blue team.
Okay, I'm about to get heated. I am about to get mad. All right, so we just got to reload. That's all there is to it. I am not losing my sword because of whatever stupidity is going on here. I don't know what... I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna do that fight again. You know, it's gonna... We're just gonna do it the quick and dirty way this time. We're not gonna play around.
Good people of the Imperial City, welcome to the arena. It looks like the yellow team has pulled.
Anyway, that's super annoying.
With 3 Arconian prisoners. This
But I'll get over it.
Interesting.
This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death. This match is...
Man, you go to the gladiatorial arena and they just like go into a thing you can't even see anything at all.
Let's get this over with. Let's get this over with.
All right. One more time with feeling.
The combatant from the blue team. Victor from the blue team. Leave the
I like my
arena
necklace.
now
You know, you
and
can see that
You
the actual necklace is on your character model. All right, good stuff. I think maybe the unarmed thing, the unarmed enemy had a perk to like disarm me, or maybe one of the other ones disarmed me. And because it's the arena, you're not allowed to pick up things that are on the ground. Anyway, that's super dumb. That was my own sword. But anyway, so that's why we had to fight it again.
I'm a busy man. The yellow team surprise.
All right, there you go.
How are you?
All right, what to do now? Like, were there any areas that I skipped over that I wanted to check out? 'Cause if you don't do it, like, when you first find them, you'll forget that you never went. I guess we could go to the Cursed Mine. Yeah, let's go to the Cursed Mine. What kind of curses do they even have there, I wonder?
Who's there? Guess it was nothing.
Yeah, guess it was nothing, dummy. Ebony dagger? Wow! It's like a 100 to 1, more than that, yeah. You know, when they start running around with stuff like that, that's when you really get your money. Alright, so... How'd they give this Mook a glass warhammer? Like, this dude's trash, and he's got, like, all of the heat. Yeah, I need to have my destruction spells on target rather than touch. The touch is bad. I'm bad. Come on now. Like, I need to get through some of these potions.
I fought mud crabs more fearsome than you.
Glorious! And they have just tons of stuff on them. I'm over encumbered already? Let's drop the raiment. Yes, already. Alright, well. We'll do light feather and then do the bigger one if necessary later. It'll probably be necessary later. They've got flies all over the place. Super gross. Including over the bedroll. Yeah, not a real good place to be working. And of course, thanks to Detect Life, we can see nothing. We can see that there are people somewhere, but not where they are. And that's good too, you know. That's fine. It makes you think you can go through the wall there, but you can't. Oh, you gotta go all the way around. Got it. Yeah, nothing like a little punch in the back to a rat. That'll show them. Never should have come here.
Better cut down on the ale. Starting to see things.
So there's an archer over there, which I literally don't care about. At least they get into mithril pretty soon, you know. The chainmail look is so nice compared to leather for the bandits. I love the mithril armor look. Cursed mine breakdown chambers. Man, I don't... Well, we've got some carry weight in between, you know. We'll just throw this here instead of charming, and we'll just stick to that. It's really yeah, it's not too resource intensive to cast, so.
Do your work.
Where are these leaves coming from? Oh. Weird. Very weird indeed. I guess the idea is that the roots pierced through a hole and then, like, it sort of fell in eventually.
To know. Have you heard any word about the other provinces?
Bye.
You're pathetic.
She's acting super weird. Do they think I don't know there's a trap right there? I do know. Ha! Oh, I'm over encumbered. In the middle of the fight. You know, that's the worst time to run out. Too much weight again. Oh no, even with the feather? Yep, even with the feather. You know, 10 to 1's just not good enough anymore. Alright, there was one of them. What happened to the other one? Ow, we ran down into the things. Not great. Alright, these are both not good enough to take anymore. Yeah, you can hurt your feet running over a trap after it's even on the ground. Just like in the simulations. Is that another ebony dagger? Tell me it is. Bow of voltage. There we go. We got a soul trap and shock bow. And it is elven? Yeah, it's elven. That's fine.
Now you will know pain! What's the matter? Getting tired? Die!
Oh, the encumbrance. No! No! Alright, so I gotta eat a potion. Hey, Nussa. How's it going? I gotta eat a potion so that I can cast the thing to get my carry weight good so that I can close the distance and fight. Got it. And this is what an embarrassment of riches is. When you have literally so much awesome stuff that you can't stand to put it down, and thus you, in the middle of fights to the death, literally almost die because of your greed. Like, if that guy had a dagger, I thought, but I just don't know where it is now. Might have been nice, you know. Doesn't matter. Got all this stuff all over the place. Sometimes that's the way it goes. Do I remember Shiver? Oh yeah, I remember Shiver. Your 10th easy demon? Oh, congratulations. Yeah, no, I remember Shiver very well. After all, I haven't beat that many demons, so I remember all of them. I loved Shiver. But congratulations. There we go, Ebony Dagger. Alright, so there's one more level. There might be something through this way.
Who's there?
Die, damn you!
Oh no! Well, it looks like we're gonna have to go back into there because, well, that was an insta-kill. Alright, well, at this point, is it smarter to just turn around? Yes. Yeah, we're just gonna turn right around. And then we're going to come back, you know, real soon once I've offloaded a ton of this stuff. Because after all of that inventory management, what I really deserve is to be able to go back in and not have to do it. So we're just going to do a real quick clairvoyant in. And this will save time in the overall thing. You know, like, look, I wasn't going to leave in the middle of it there, but I mean, after dying, what, I'm just going to go through all of that again? Of having too much stuff? No. Not this guy. But yeah, I know, so I remember you talking about your plan for those. You haven't beat a medium yet? You're not trash, man. You know, look, Geometry Dash is a hard game. I'm planning on playing some of that later on today, actually. I'm trying to do at least one Geometry Dash stream a week now. I know I was away from it for a long time, but there's a long one called Death Moon, and I think that's what I'm going to start practicing on today. Here in a few hours. I haven't really decided if I'm going to do it yet, but I think I'm going to.
Yeah. What can I interest you in?
But right now, we just need to sell off some stuff here. Oh, yeah. Sell off some stuff here.
No deal.
No deal? Oh.
Come back and see me. Farewell.
Like, sounds like somebody needs to be charmed.
Greetings.
It's my... Can I interest
you? Yeah,
you
it is your pleasure.
Ways?
I will continue. Actually, I need to repair the stuff first, don't I? Yeah. You always want to repair all the random trash, and then you sell it. That's how you get your skill points up. Am I out of hammers? I'm out of hammers.
Take your time. I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil. Tell your friends about it. Take care.
Yeah, because we're about to go through all 20 of these hammers here, I think. There's a ton of junk in our inventory. Nope, just 14 of the hammers. But we get, you know, a few levels, which is great. Armor is awesome to level up, even in the new game where it's not as important as it used to be.
A good price for a good customer. That's more. You drive a hard bargain. A pleasure. Farewell.
Like, how... Look, the way this game works sometimes is incredibly annoying. Because they will just, like, have you sell your own gear off of your back and then act like they... Like,
let's do business.
It'll just be the same color in the lineup as your other thing. Anyway, hate. But we're going to go to chainmail for a bit until we find another one of those, because, you know, whatever. And they'll change around which one is in the listing as you sell stuff. Anyway, it's, I'm just glad to be able to play the game again. I'm just glad to be able to play the game.
Goodbye.
And of course, like always, the glass bow was the one that I wanted to have there. No, oh god. There we go. I guess the Staff of Fire is around there. And yes, I know, so you did tell me about Death Moon first.
Nothing to eat.
But you know me, I'm not good, so I'll probably be playing that level for a super long time. Alright, now we're down to a decent amount of space again in the inventory, so back to the Cursed Mine, because, well, there was a lot of lucrative junk there, and I also just left in the middle of it. I mean, because the ceiling fell down on me, but... And I know now, like, it's still going to be, like, way too much stuff for me to carry, but at least now we've gotten, you know, a bunch of the really lucrative stuff out. How much money do I have? Do I have like 30 now? Yeah, like 29.7. Yep. So wealthy. So unbelievably, massively wealthy. Guess we could buy another house if we wanted. The Elven Bow probably won't make the cut for weight distribution value, but it might now that we've unloaded a lot of other junk. We're just gonna wait here because I died not too far up the road from here, so I'm not gonna rely on myself to remember where the traps are or anything. There's one right here. We jumped over it because we're very cool. Right, and one of these people had, like, the shock bow, right? And I think both of these people have, like, ebony daggers, so we need to kill them in a good spot so that we can get it off of their corpses. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's an elven dagger. It's still, you know, there's nothing better than the daggers of high quality, because there you get like a ton of good carry weight into value. Alright, and we're not going to go there yet because there's the place to go up here, the place where I died. Which direction is it? This way.
Hello? Who's there?
It's like, yeah, I dare you to come in here at me. I think they know where the traps are, so they have to, like... Yeah, you know, it's sort of telegraphed, but then... Oh. He just charged right through it. Sure. Or she, rather. Looks like this is a lady with a awesome short haircut. Love it. More power to her. Very, very handsome woman. Glass battle axe of absorption. I'm already capped out on weight again. And they had, yeah, an ebony dagger as well. Yeah, we're just gonna end up with like 10 grand just from being in here. You can't see me? Well, that's bad for you. Is that a wizard? Is that all there is up here? Probably, and then we go through the trapdoor to the other part? Yep. Good stuff. This place is a super lucrative area. You know, it says it was cursed, but really it's just cursed with value. Trapdoor is in this room, if memory serves. I left somebody's bones by it earlier, but yeah, here we go. And it's just like a poor little peaceful wolf, which I'm going to peacefully shoot in the back. And we're gonna peacefully immediately be seen by this bowman. How dare you? I am a wood elf. You are not as good at this as I am. Why am I missing every shot? Why are they so much better at this than I am? I'm supposed to be a wood elf, dang it. And then a shot in the leg. Oh yeah, clean. Nope. So the key to video games is to just act like you're going to do something cool, and then when it happens, you say you did it on purpose. Chest in the middle of a bunch of random. Oh yeah. Oh dude, that's like, it's like so many ingredients all in one beautiful spot. Is that all there is down here? No, there's another area there. This mine is crazy deep. Oh, they've got like a whole house going on over there. I'm encumbered again, which is not ideal. Fortunately, they're all like archers, and they're not any of them good at it, so.
Oh, what's the matter? Is the baby going to cry?
How dare you, sir? Oh, come on. Poor dog. It was your masters that are unreliable. Alright, now we have too much weight again, so we need to start dropping something. Yeah. Not the daggers. 20 to 1s, yeah. Alright, but actually we can get one of these because I was accidentally wearing the chainmail. Is this dog the one that's in charge? No, it sounds like an Argonian voice there. Oh, it was a Khajiit. But do they not know how to get out from down there? That's sure shame to be them. They appear to know exactly where I am. I'm not like hidden. Well, in that case, it's time to be sporting.
That's the best you can do.
I think they were about to say that I moved like a pregnant cow, but they died, so they were not able to insult me. And let that be a lesson to all of you, like, just trash-talking bandits. Like, never should have come here.
Let's get
Oh. I was like, I'm hearing something. It's the ringleader.
You move like a pregnant cow.
They are all hitting me with the pregnant cow insults, and frankly, I don't know that many cows, but I feel like pregnant cows and regular cows sort of move at the same speed. Like, I bet a pregnant cow will haul just like as quick as a non-pregnant cow if the time calls for it, right? Anyway, it's just hurtful.
Jump on my board while you can.
My magic keeps on doing weird
What's
stuff.
the matter? The baby gonna cry?
Get wrecked. All right. Ooh, a helmet of magicka resistance, 11% magic resist, and it's the right armor type. And you know what that means. Goodbye, old awesome helmet. Hello, new awesome helmet of magic resist. Oh yeah, and Mithril, of course, looks the best anyway. Yeah, I don't even want to wear the Elven Cuirass because Mithril looks better. Let's drop some 20s, and yeah, good stuff. Well, there was we finally found the leader character at long last here, and now we gotta just haul out of the mine. Yep, this is not one of those areas that they give you a quick way out, but fortunately, in the modern era of excellent clairvoyance, I'm gonna have to... Like, because I'm gonna have to feather as well, yeah. So yeah, let's just get to it. Oh yeah, they take the shortest route between the points. They're like, don't worry about how you're gonna climb up here. You'll be okay. We jump over the trap. It would be pretty funny to forget to jump over at that time. Now I just have to wonder what I'm going to do with all my money. I mean, buy spells, train them, create magic items. What am I going to do if I hit 1,000 subscribers? Talk about how cool it feels? I don't know. I don't have like a... I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, so I guess I haven't started preparing for it. I've had a very flat count for some time now. Yeah, I mean, just keep on doing what I always do. I try not to pay too much attention to the macro considerations of what's going on. You know, just keep on playing video games and putting them on the internet. That's the dream, after all. Probably do like a Minecraft stream where I try to play the game.
May I interest you
I'm really bad at like, so I've only beat Minecraft one time, right? on
I can't
hardcore.
afford to do that. Tell your friends about me.
So, like, humorously, I've never beat the game on normal or easy, and once I tried to
It's
do
my
like
pleasure.
a speed run of it, and it took like 2 hours, and then I died, and then I quit.
Armor, weapons, I have it all. How may I help you? That seemed an excellent. That seemed.
See right there. So what it did was it took my mithril shield that I had equipped, and in the listing it was underneath the one I didn't have equipped. And then after I sold the thing above it, it flipped them. And to my knowledge, the game has always behaved this way because I remember, making these mistakes. It's just annoying. So like right here, yeah. So you sell one of the elven boots, and then it moves it. See, and then it flipped it up to the top there. It's there's no consistency within it, and it's really annoying. Of course, if you just name your items, then you don't have to worry about it, but, I haven't done so.
An excellent. A fine transaction. A fine transaction.
And I had like way too many of those potions, so I figured I would sell them. Sea Stride we don't need.
A fine. Come back. Take care.
All right, so Mercantile 72. Wow. It must be, you must get experience based on the value, because we've went from like 60, 63 Mercantile earlier in this run to what now? Oh yeah, but we're at 38 grand now, so we just made 10k off of that one cave, which is nuts. But that also, like, so having charm lets you get 20-30% more out of selling things sometimes, so it's not any slouch of a thing to be good at illusion magic. It makes you rich. There's many avenues towards extreme wealth in this game, and I mean, just leveling up some and going and fighting is a great way to do it, and that's good. You gotta love a game that'll let you become rich and famous just by doing things that should make you rich and famous. We gotta level up now, so we should go and crash. In our unhaunted house. Bye, Nosa. You have a good one. Enjoy your Pokemon horror games. I've ascended to level 18. Oh, it gave me another, the punishment your body's been taken, you've reached your limits, now you're old. I got one of these the other time. How are they gonna do me like that? But, so, of course, one problem of the Oblivion leveling thing is, with this new system, it's much easier to get incredibly high stats. Back in the day in Oblivion, because the leveling system was so different and worse, but it made it was almost balanced around it, right? You weren't going to be able to get so many. Why am I drained? What's going on? What? I don't know. Maybe I've got some disease. Do I have porphyric hemophilia? I'm just gonna house a potion real quick. Okay, whatever's draining them, my abilities, is something else. And that's alright. I still don't know how I sold 645 items or done 58 assaults. I do remember stealing a horse. Alright, we got too much money. What do we do with it? I don't know. Keep on collecting it, I suppose. We're going to go ahead and pop in to the Arcane University again and see what's going on with this next quest.
It's you, the hero of Kvatch.
It is me.
This is truly an honor.
It is an honor. So yeah, we've got a good amount of, we got Spell Absorb now, we got Resist Magic, like 20% of that, you know, and then Fire Resist as well, and then we've got a Fire Resist ring. So we're getting a nice spread of magical items worked up. Generic Magic Resist is, of course, wonderful. Specific Magic Resist is easier to get lots of.
I have a new task for you. Are you ready for it?
I'm ready.
There's a research project going on at one of the Ayleid ruin sites on the eastern side of the province. Irlav Jarol is in charge of the project and is apparently in need of some help. I thought you might need a break after the things you've been exposed to lately. You can find Irlav in the Archmage's tower. He's a good man, but council matters have distracted him lately and he's been neglecting his other work. Speak. Irlav should be waiting for you.
But this is the Archmage's tower.
Hello, Master Wizard.
Isn't the Gilded Carafe a nice shop?
Hey, IDK guy sister. How's it going?
You must be the Arcane University's newest edition.
You wrote me a song. It was great. I've been listening to it tons. I liked the original so much, and the sequel is wonderful too. For anyone in chat, IDK guy sister makes a lovely electronic music on occasion, and recently wrote and dedicated a song to me. So if you wanna head over to their channel and listen to it, you'll have a good time. Bunch of other songs there that you guys can check out. They're you know, I don't know them personally. They're a friend of the channel, and I encourage you to go and give their stuff a listen, and maybe you'll like it as much as I do. Pick some mushrooms real quick. And then we just need to figure out how to get access to this person that we were told to meet.
You must be the Arcane University's newest...
Oh, I have the wrong quest on. Well, that would explain why it wasn't leading me where I was supposed to go, huh?
Well met.
Please, you're about... It's a damn shame. I haven't been giving the project the attention it deserves. The last report I received from Skalil indicated there was some sort of problem. A blocked passage or something that they couldn't get past. I'd investigate it further, but I'm needed here with the council. Ramanis says you've got a good head on your shoulders. Look into it for me, will you? You can find Skalil at the site. Access is restricted, so you'll need this key. She's the mage heading up the on-site research. She can tell you more about whatever it is that's impeding their progress. It's an Ayleid ruin southwest of
the ruin's called Vatican.
We suspect that there are some.
Sometimes they just phone it in, right? I mean, they spell it a little different.
Was established. Skalil is there now. I eagerly await your return. Hello.
Hi.
Greetings.
Well met. Good day.
Greetings, boss.
Yeah, they are all having a time, but none of them want to train me.
Excuse me, fellow Magister. We must talk, please.
Well, I would have liked to get some training done here, since I have just like an embarrassing amount of money. Mystic Archives, will someone here train me?
Yes, I'm Orrery Ferrano, Mage's Guild. You want advanced training in mysticism?
That's actually exactly
You've
what
got
I
a lot
wanted.
to learn. Take care.
Alright, bam. There we go. There's this huge Guild of Fighters thing of Fighters Guild history. Ah, it increases my heavy armor. Do all these other ones give me skill books? Oh yeah, they've probably got like all these different skill books laying around, and then you can just, you know, get a point from them. Very nice indeed. But now we got that mysticism there, which means, of course, that we can soul trap now. Although I think I had it on my bow there anyway. Oh yeah, all the way out here. Well, we are on our way. Hello.
If you want to buy a horse, go inside and talk to Tovis. Tovis knows his horses. Take care.
So she's just like sleeping out in the stable because she likes horses so much. She's just happy to have the job to hang out with them. You know, that's pretty cool. I kind of want to steal one, though. There we go. They're so fast. I don't want to be like, I'm an immoral person, but I think, like, if you knew how to ride horses, it'd be hard to avoid stealing them sometimes, right? I think that's just, like, my love of the Mongolians talking, but I just feel like if I saw a horse, I'd be like, maybe this horse could be my horse. No, I'm only joking. I wouldn't just take somebody's horse. But I'd think about it. Especially if it was a beautiful black horse like this one. Oh, I'd think about it pretty hard. Thanks for the ride, Black Horse. You go on home now. Aha! The Wild Elves. It's just a book about aliens. Yeah, we'll crash here too. Whatever, man. Get a little bit of rest in before they come up. Because, I mean, we're going to wake them up, sure, but they might be annoyed.
You have business here?
Ah, Skalil!
Don't tell me Jarl sent you.
Of
Erlad
course.
sent you, did he? Figures. He can't be bothered
I like
to
a
come
little
check
head
on his
skirt
own
thing.
project, so we send someone who knows nothing about it. And this is supposed to help?
Yes.
No offense to you, friend. It's not your fault. And perhaps you can help. If you can figure out how to use the pillar, I'd be thrilled. That's what we're calling it, only because we don't know what it really is, or was. It's magical, we know that much. Enchanted
Oh
somehow.
no, not a puzzle.
We think it's a lock of some sort, but haven't been able to figure out how it works. All I can say for sure is that it's at the bottom of the ruin. Best to play it safe. No complex It's connected to the... I've given... It's still pretty wide. This place has... Since we disposed of the creatures that had taken up residence here, it's been nothing but a fight to figure out how the place works. The pillar has had us stumped for more than a week now, not to mention the injuries it's caused. What a waste of my talents.
Alright, well. Time to adventure further. Oh wow, they've got a whole... You know, I probably need to keep these... I bet they're used to solve the puzzle, right?
Sent you in to try your hand at the thing, have they? I don't know how much Skaliel told you. We know that it reacts to magic, but every time we've tried, the thing shocks whomever cast the spell. It hasn't been fatal for anyone yet, but we stopped trying after the first few attempts. The only thing we haven't figured out is the markings. See them on the walls? They must relate to the pillar, but I don't know how. If we had some sort of Skaliel might have a book that would be useful, but she's been sulking over the way Irloff's been treating her. Perhaps you could ask her for it. I don't know. Take care.
All right, back to her, and we'll hit her with some of the old Charmist, and hopefully she'll give us a book.
What do you want? If there's any... I don't know why Dental is even trying. This is doomed to fail. But fine. If he wants it, he can have it. It's just one more thing I'll get blamed for in the end.
Man.
What a waste of my talents.
All right. Now to read the item that'll explain how to do all of the things. All right. So they've got the inscriptions. From Fire Life, from Light Magic, where lures your armor. Terrible wisdom never betrayed the lore masters. This would be blah blah blah. Shines the gold of truth, the foaming wave, so thunderous and mighty heralds the mighty elves. Oh no. A bunch of riddles that require me paying attention.
Be careful in here.
Oh, so we're just supposed to read this, and then this will be so Avmolag Anyamis. From Fire Life, from Light Magic, so we're gonna try fire here. I don't know. Anyway, I'm too stupid for this. Okay, so it goes on the pillar of Mafranegiel. see that one. Magica Luria, so... Okay, so one of those is in here, and the other ones don't show up. Am I supposed to just, like, figure out what they mean? Maybe. So this is the reference for the stuff. Alright, there's that one. Have Mafra, so if... Am I supposed to be translating this? I don't know. Maybe I need to write all this down. Maybe we just cast random stuff on the pillar. Until it opens. This can't be what you're supposed to do, right? Nope. It can't be. Okay, so... So fire... And then frost, so like frost, and then this one will be a third spell school, magic of wisdom, magic of silence. I'm just like Luria for wisdom, right? So we'll just look at these scrolls real quick. So yeah, elevate magic. No. No. All right. I think I just don't have the spells to do this. Because it's not cracking it open. All right. I think we just give up and come back here later when I have more spells. Well, I've used all the scrolls, and I don't think it worked. Oh well, that's as far as we're getting here today. I've tried everything, and I'm all out of ideas. No, I mean, I know you got to use certain spells on it, and I might even be able to figure out what I think they mean, because I think one of them is like, you know, a thing I don't have. So one of those is like do fire, Avmalog, blah blah blah. Of Mafra, Mafra's probably ice, right? And then we've got this one, which is like Magica Luria, which would be like lore of magic, so like enhance the magic on it, and this one would be magic silence, so like silence the magic on it. But I don't have either of those spells. And again, I just think that's what it'll be. I'm gonna put this book in here, and then it'll probably disappear. Nope, I can't remove it. It's in there forever. Cool. Well, anyway, we're just gonna leave because
What do you want? You got the book, eh? I'll tell you what. I'll take the book, and then if you can read me the inscriptions.
Oh, great!
I'll see if I can find translations for them.
Well, now I understand. Oh my God, That's so obnoxious. I hate everything. Well, I think I just ruined it.
Now that I have the book, I can. Okay. It means Magica darkens. Considering the other inscription.
Great, he figured it all out for me.
Magica wait, perhaps a spell that. It means Magica shines. If we assume it means Magica wax.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Great, we figured it out. I of course can't do anything about it. But yeah, there you go. I used the scrolls too early, and now I can't do this because I screwed it up, and I don't have the resources. We'll come back someday, maybe. I think a lot of people probably stopped the Mages Guild right here and never returned to it. That is it's a real classic video game thing, right? But allowing you to fail is its own special thing, you know. It's nice that the game trusts you enough to let you act like a moron and ruin everything, like I just did. Clairvoyants can't find a path out. I just want to leave. I just don't want to be here anymore. Is that horse I stole still outside? Nope. Well, that's probably the last part of the Mages Guild we'll ever do. I mean, I might come back someday. I just don't... You know, I don't feel like it. I don't actually want to do anything anymore. Yeah, it's kind of all it takes is for something to go wrong, and then I lose all of the things that kept me wanting to do something. So yeah, I think that's it for the Mages Guild. Whatever, screw y'all, figure it out. I'm gonna go over to Carbo's camp and kill somebody. That'll show them. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, Detect Life Heavy Helmet, which will sell, and an Orcish Curse, which will sell, and a Troll, which will... Oh, a Swamp Troll. They're even braver than regular Trolls. They're also incredibly fire weak. And I happen to know how to cast a little bit of fire. It's probably a small place and that's all there is. Nope, there's another area here, mayhap. They fell right on top of the box, but, you know, we'll still be able to pick the lock. Good, good. Trolls all over. Lightning shield, is that as cool as it sounds? Probably like a little self-lightning ability. Oh, shock shield, okay, yeah. It's not as cool as it sounds. It just is an alteration thing that gives you lightning resist, which is still pretty cool. Glorious destruction. You know, trolls, if you don't have fire magic, can be tricky. They aren't like as dangerous in this game as they are in Skyrim. You know, like a frost troll in Skyrim can just rip your arms off, but what a strange construction. And all there is here is swamp trolls. Just, you know, just thousands of them. Nothing but trolls. Which is all to the good. A little bit of leveling up never hurt anybody. A little bit of not finding any good items never hurt anybody. No, that's not true. We found, what, like a couple thousand gold worth of things in there. Oh no, an enemy! Alright, everything's the same again. We got better. We're just gonna hop up here to this Carbo's camp.
Hello.
Hello! Oh, you're not Carbo.
I'm just warming up. That it work.
Oh, Carbo, you know, I'm sure he was a nice guy before these guys showed up and took his camp over. We're just gonna pop on in over to our to our anvil shopping spree.
Hello there.
General Kenobi.
How do you do?
Perhaps you need new armor, a weapon. That's a fair deal. That seems a fair price. That seems a fair... A good price for a good customer.
All right, glorious, wonderful, perfect.
Another... Take care.
We're just so loaded now. We got 40 grand. 73 mercantile, man. You know, as a major skill and then plus like making all this money, it's really just flying through the levels. We'll probably, you know, it's funny. Actually, we almost certainly will. Huh, like mercantile is our highest level by quite a long shot. And it's, I mean, maybe light armor could outstrip it, but it's likely enough that mercantile will be our first skill to 100, which is pretty funny. The aesthetic, matchless, perfect. I love my sword. I love my little mithril shield. Love everything about this. But here we are. We get to gaze once more out at the beautiful sea, out at the beautiful sky. That's right. We should come to the top of the rock. That's where the really good vantage point is. But anyway, that's all I've got for you right now. I'm gonna take a little break, something to eat, you know, do whatever, but I'll be back around in the future. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I really hope you've enjoyed. You guys have a good rest of your day. If you're watching in the future, I hope the weather is nice. But that's what we've got. Perhaps I'll see you later on.